This guitar has an interesting story. It I got it from someone in El Paso. They had it for sale on the internet, and this was several years ago, and it had a little thing that said on the advertisement or on the write-up, it said written in pencil on it, played by Robert Johnson. So, Robert Johnson, famous old blues guy, wrote, Crossroads and Love in Vain and Crossroad Blues, actually. Love in Vain, Sweet Home Chicago, Dust My Broom. But anyways, it got some kind of an uproar on the internet because some people were writing in and saying, it belongs in a museum, and other people were saying, it wasn't played by Robert Johnson, which I kind of agree, I think, with the second group. How would it make it to El Paso, for one thing? And, it was written in pencil, and you could kind of wipe off the pencil on it, so, yeah. But they didn't sell it, and then a little while later, it came up for sale again, and I bought it from the guy. And it was really trashed. It had obviously some rodent or whatever had been living inside because it was pretty caked with junk and pretty smelly. So I took the back off like I usually do on these basket cases and got at the braces and did this and that, took the neck off. The neck has a really cool finish on it. It's really worn, and you couldn't duplicate that finish anywhere. It's just hip, and it feels good. I put a good piece of ebony on the fingerboard, made a new ebony bridge. This thing, someone had really gouged out the middle section, some crazy repairman. So what I did was I cut that piece out because it was just so hacked up, but I liked the finish and everything on it. So I put a new piece of wood on there, not a new piece, from an old guitar on there, and spliced it in nicely and did all the work. And I still haven't gotten around to finishing it, but I've been playing it like this for a couple years now, and I really like the sound of it. It's it's a parlor size guitar, smaller guitar, probably in the 13.5-inch range across at the widest part of the body. But again, one of those guitars that just has a good when my wife and I traveled to Mississippi to visit Robert Johnson's 3 graves there, I brought this guitar with. Played it. I think I played it at each grave, and it didn't levitate or vibrate or anything. So I kind of figure that it wasn't really played by Robert Johnson. But it's kind of a interesting little story, and it sure is good sounding guitar.